An audit of JCPS blamed the district and bus route service for the transportation disaster that all started at the beginning of the school year.
You may remember young students were stuck on buses for hours. WDRB's Christy Batista tells us how the district is responding to the audit's findings.
Consulting firm Prismatic Services conducted the audit into JCPS by the board's request. It put the blame on JCPS and Alpha Route for the transportation nightmare at the beginning of the school year. Some students didn't get home until nearly 10 p.m.
There was one small one we disagreed with in our finance department, but every other thing that really had to do with transportation we agreed with.
That was to establish a specific contract administrator or manager. Dr. Polio says he believes the district already complies with this recommendation because every contract is discussed with the board before approval and has someone overseeing that contract. He says he will still make sure it is being done consistently.
I think from the very beginning of this, we took a lot of responsibility, if not full responsibility, for the challenges that we faced.
Some of the things he agrees with are assigning students to schools if families don't fill out a school choice application and moving all high school start times to 9:40. The district approved new start times for some schools earlier this month.
A lot of the things that were recommended we had already identified as issues and began to work on those, but I think there were some good recommendations in the audit as well.
He also agrees with communicating bus route plans more effectively by holding a weekly transportation status meeting with the routing team and only having members of that team be allowed to add stops to avoid bus overload.
I learned a lot throughout this process of the things we were doing well in transportation and, quite frankly, the things we weren't doing well.
With photojournalist Brian Manuel, Christy Batista, WDRB News.